Welcome everybody here to
Welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome
welcome everybody here to
welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody
welcome everybody here to
welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here to welcome everybody here
Welcome in everybody here to Oklahoma City, where the Leopards are down 22-0 right now at the half to the Millwood Falcons. Apologize to everybody out there. We've been having some technical difficulties here early on in this one. Had some mixer issues. Hopefully we got that squared away. If not, somebody out there, you can definitely let me know. Shoot me a text or something. But man, Eric, if folks out there can hear us right now, that first half, first quarter was just 6-0. Lindsay looked like they, that both teams were, moving the ball on the ground pretty evenly, and even Lindsay, forced a turnover there. But then it was like all of a sudden, just a couple of quick strikes. You've seen Hunt Jr. break one down the left side, down the far sidelines there, able to get all the way down to the 2-yard line and eventually get into the end zone for the score. They went up 14-0 at that point after a successful 2-point try, and then. Just the 80-yard, down the near sidelines here, the nice pitch and catch there. So from McQuillan to I forget which receiver it was, but just a quick strike there. So two really big plays for the Falcons has kind of blown this thing open for them here in this first half. Leopards got to try to get back on track, and Ramming's going to have to start throwing the ball around a little bit better. You've seen that last one there. They kind of took a heave there towards the end of the first half, and just a little bit too much air underneath that one. I don't know if it came out of his hand, a little squirrely, or he actually got hit on the elbow or something, but is what it is. It ends up a turnover for the Leopards. Obviously, Millwood don't do anything with it. They're happy with that 22-0 lead here at the half. So what can the Leopards do to kind of get back on track here?
Well, the defense has been playing really good, actually. Jake, they have 2 busted plays and gave them 16 points on 2 busted plays. Other than that, they earned that first 6 points. They pretty much earned that. But just keep playing good defense. Try to keep the plays in front of you. No more long busted plays. And offense, they're going to have to take, maybe some out routes and chip away at the defense, the Falcon defense. And maybe not go for that long ball, crossing routes, out routes, 5 yards, 7 yards, and then in stay with the game plan of running it. You start throwing it out to the edges a little bit, and keep running up the middle. Maybe you can penetrate this defense and get a score.
Well, and don't take anything away from this Falcon defensive front, man. Lindsay's been trying to run the ball, and Jake Vaughn, he's had a couple of right up the gut that were, good, decent runs for the Leopards, but this defensive front for the Falcons, there are a couple of big guys. I mean, we mentioned one guy earlier before we went live. He's, 300 plus anchoring that defensive line, and that's tough for that offensive line for the Leopards, because they're in the district that we played in. They matched up size wise pretty evenly with most everybody, aside from Washington. Washington had a couple of big guys as well, but this Millwood front, man, there's some monsters up there on that defensive front, and it's just making it tough sledding for the Leopards to get the running game going. And then, a couple of times Ramming, there was, we tried to get him out on the edge, but the Falcons just have so much stinking closing speed. They do a great job of taking angles, perfect angles to blow plays up before Ramming can use his speed to get around that edge. And that's really the difference in this ball game right now. The 2 big plays for Millwood, the big run by Hunt Jr. down the far sidelines, and then the big pass play here down the near sidelines. Other than that, Lindsay's done a pretty good job of holding the Falcons in check, kind of keeping them in check and not letting them just run up and down the field in what could have been a track meet there. It is only a 22-0 ball game, but offensively, Lindsay's got to get something going because right now they're pretty stagnant out there.
Yeah, they have not moved the ball very much at all in the first half. They're going to have to change up the game plan just a little bit and, try to hit some of the edges and, some of them shorter pass routes maybe, and try to move the ball a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, we're still about 6 minutes away here before this third quarter. Actually, we'll call it about 9 minutes because I'm sure they'll come out and give them about 3 minutes to warm back up. So we'll throw it to break here. We'll be back here 6 minutes or so and get ready to get this second half kicked off here. Again, Leopards trail 22-0, but still got a whole half of football. Jake Rutledge alongside Eric Dotson, and it's a 2-man show tonight. It's just me and you up here. And so the hard part was trying to get all the computer and this stuff, up and running, but all of a sudden we have mixer issues. So again, apologize out there, everybody. We missed that whole first half, but hey, is what it is. We're going to be back for this second half. Looking forward to it. Hopefully the Leopards find a way to get back into this ball game. Anything can happen, man. It's a whole half left to play. So
yep, it's a playoff still.
Yep, looking forward to it. But like I said, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages. Stay tuned. So welcome back, everybody, here. 10-18 to play in the third quarter. Millwood Falcons increase their lead, now lead by a score of 30-0 here. Lindsay has got to come up with something here for an answer. Otherwise, this thing might get out of hand here in the second half in a hurry, partner. End over end kick. It's going to bounce right in front of number 20. I believe that's Register. It is. So Register gets on top of it. Leopards will set up right about we'll call it the 28 or so, maybe 27. Millwood, after the big snow came in here last Friday night, got a couple inches there in just a few hours last week. Millwood elected not to repaint the field here. So numbers are a little bit difficult to see, but so here comes the Leopard offense. Got to get something going here if you're the Leopards. Raming will be out of the gun. Looks like Jake Vaughn split back behind him. Handoff. That's Vaughn. Bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers. Still dragging his tacklers. And going to be brought down for a gain of about, let's call it 6. And that's what Lindsay needs here moving forward. You've got to win that first down battle and get you a 3, 4, 5, 6 yard chunk and make it manageable on second down.
Yeah, they need to start winning some of these battles up front and, winning first downs and then try to turn that into 2 first downs and just start chipping away.
Yep. Got to string some drives together. However, you're going to have to do it quickly, though. You're down 30-0. Vaughn again, he's going to be brought down by big number 71. That is Strong. Carlos Strong, 6'2", 245-pounder. That's a big guy down there on that defensive line. So that'll bring up third, and we'll call it 3. Down to 9:13 to play here in the third quarter. Looks like Raming's going to be out of the gun. Looks like we got 3 backs in the backfield there. That's going to be a handoff to Jake Vaughn. And Vaughn, nothing doing as Carlos Strong is absolutely raising Cain in the backfield.
Yeah, Jake, looks like Lindsay's sticking with the game plan, just running it up the middle.
Yeah, you're in a situation right here. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to try to get creative. I mean, obviously you can't right here. It's 4th and we'll call it 4. Check that. We'll stay at 4th and 3. So Raming's going to be here to punt this one away.
Leopards try a fake here, Jake.
Well, I don't know if you want to do it this deep in your territory. Raming gets the punt off. High end over end kick. It's going to bounce at about the 45 and roll out to inside the 40. We'll call it the 38 or so. Falcons will take over 1st and 10. We'll keep it here. Yeah, here's a big turning point. I mean, you've got to get a stop here. You can't allow points here. You allow points here, and it's essentially game, set, match.
Yep, they got to get a stop here for sure.
So Hunt will be in the backfield. CJ with a 3-step drop, steps up inside the pocket, makes one guy miss. Deep ball down the far side, jump ball. And Manuel Guerrero, along with Jack Dodd over there in coverage. Guerrero actually had a better opportunity at that one than the wide receiver did, partner.
Yeah, that's a ball we need to come up with right there.
Yeah, that was one. Millwood just kind of said, hey, we'll take a shot here. You pull that down if you're a Leopard, you're in business all of a sudden, but not the case. Falls incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. CJ will be out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. split alongside to his right. Comes a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff underneath. That's Thompson. And good pursuit there defensively. Number 28, that's Shane Jones with the tackle in the backfield. Good pursuit right there by the youngster.
Yeah, good penetration there on the edge.
I'll say youngster. What grade is Jones in?
He's a junior.
He's a junior. Okay. I was thinking sophomore for some reason. So that brings up 3rd and long here. Let's see if Lindsay can pin their ears back, get off the field, or force a turnover. That'd be huge.
Yeah, the Falcons trying to go deep, try to put the nail in the coffin here, but the Leopards are saying not just yet.
CJ out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. split to his right. Two receivers left, one to the right. 3-step drop. Looking. Going to roll to his left. Going to be pursued by Ty Ferguson. Can Ty get him to the corner? Not the case. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Good hustle there by Ty Ferguson to trip him up a little bit. I believe Dodd did force him out of bounds short of the first down marker, so it's going to bring up we're going to call it 4th and 2. So credit Jack Dodd over there, that far corner, able to force him out of bounds. And Millwood, yep, that's the case. They're going to play field position. They're going to kick this one away, try to pin the Leopards back deep. Lindsay doesn't have anybody back just yet. Oh, here goes Register. You send pressure right here. Little end over end kick. Register tries to settle under it and he muffs it. Did he get to it? Falcons are saying they got it. Let's see what the ref says. What's the call? Still no call. Initially, I thought Register got back on top of it. So what's the discussion right here? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Okay, it's going to stay with the Leopards. Like I said, I thought Register was able to fall on top of it, but all kinds of stuff happens in those piles, so you can't ever tell. But that's the case. Lindsay will take over here, 1st and 10. 6:53 to play in the third quarter. Leopards trail big, 30-0. Got to get something going and get it going quick here.
The third quarter is nearly halfway over. It's time to start moving the ball.
So Ramey to be out of the gun. Looks like Jake Vaughn split to his right. Ramey makes a guy miss in the backfield. Still on his feet. Going to be a gain of maybe a couple. Millwood scoops it up and don't check that. They're going to blow it down. Carlos Strong was the scooper there looking to score. But I think they're going to say he was down as we got us another discussion going on. Millwood celebrating as if they have it, and that's the case. Turnover, Leopards. Well, that's not what you need there.
No, they need to keep their composure. Things going to get ugly really quick.
So Millwood's going to take over here, 1st and 10. 6:21 to play in the third. Leopards in a hole here, 30-0. CJ will be out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. will be split to his right. Hunt going to go in motion. Snap back. Hand off to number 9. That's Beach. It's going to be good enough for a Falcon first down. Just got enough there.
He did nothing. 5:52 to go in the third. Get back to the back. Please to the right side.
So CJ out of the gun. Beach to his left. Ricky Hunt Jr. goes in motion. Swing pass over to the right side. That's number 4. That's Thompson. Got a blocker out on the edge and going to be forced out of bounds after a gain of nope, there's actually going to be a hold on the receiver out there on the edge. So back that one up. I'm going to guess it was on that receiver out there on that far edge, their partner.
Yes, sir.
It's usually where you get caught just trying to block and try to free your man up there. But
He had his hands just on the outside of the shoulder pad
Yep.
there. They're going to call that.
ref right on top of it. So back the Falcons up here. Brings up 1st and 22, we'll call it. Swing pass over to number 9. That's Beach. Still on his feet, and then finally going to be brought down by a host of Leopards. Good hard run there by big number 9. So I'm going to bring up, we'll call it 2nd and 11, down to 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. CJ out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. split to his right. Swing pass over to the left side. That's number 1. Good pursuit there by the Leopards. As the Falcons are going to be faced with a 3rd, and we'll call it about 6, maybe 7 here. So Millwood able to get back-to-back plays, get a little bit of a chunk on each of those and make it a manageable 3rd down play here. 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Ball at the 14-yard line. 4:20 to play in the 3rd. Falcons knocking on the door looking for more here. CJ out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. to his right. Beach is going to come in motion. Snap back. It's going to be a toss over to Hunt. Hunt going to be forced out of bounds. The question is, how close is he going to be to that first down marker? It's going to be just short. We'll call it 4th and a yard here, maybe 2. We'll go ahead. We'll call it 4th and 2. Good pursuit there by that Leopard defense. Able to get them forced out of bounds, but it does bring up a 4th and short. Millwood obviously going to leave the offense on the field. They think they got the horses to go here. Let's see if Lindsey can get a stop. Ricky Hunt Jr. is going to line up. I formation. That is a handoff to Beach around the left edge. One man to beat. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And that was something that Lindsey obviously hadn't seen a bunch of that this year. Handoff to the fullback and an I formation. That's something I don't think we've seen this entire year. It's not real common, but hey, 4th and short yardage. It's grown man football. Let's line up, hit them in the mouth, see if you can go get a couple, and they end up getting 10 and a touchdown out of the deal. So Ricky Hunt Jr. will line up out of the Wild Falcon here. Falcons on top, 36-0, going for 2. Direct snap. Looking to throw, rolling to his right. Finally gets rid of it. And into the end zone. 2-point try is good. 3:52 to play in the third quarter. Falcons now lead 38-0. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Recap brought to you by 8+ Bond 30.
Welcome back, everybody, here. Oklahoma City. 3:52 to play in the third quarter. Falcons on top big, 38-0. High end over end kick. Going to be fielded by number 20. That's Register. He's got running room down the near sidelines and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 40. Just had one man to beat there. But the gunner was able to pull him down, so knock him out of bounds. So good return there for Register. So Leopards will take over. 1st and 10. 3:46 to play in the third. Ramming. We out of the gun. No, excuse me. Ince now in the game for ramming. Snap on the ground, and Ince is going to be absolutely destroyed in the backfield.
Austin Hines.
Yeah, Austin Hines. I'm sorry. I said Ince. Not sure what that's about. You can see ramming over there on the sidelines. Still has his helmet, but he's just kind of hanging out right now. So for the time being, Austin Hines is going to be the quarterback here for the Leopards. Ty Ferguson in the backfield alongside Hines. Two receivers right, one to the left for Hines. Snap back, handoff underneath. That's Ty Ferguson. Bounces it out to the right side. Nothing doing there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Such a good Bond, more they're starting.
Ever's taking their time getting the play in.
Yeah, Lindsey not in any kind of rush. So Hines out of the gun. Fake handoff. Pass over the middle. It's going to be caught by Shane Jones. And is that going to be enough for the second first down of the night for the Leopards? And that is the case. So first down number 2 on the night for Lindsey. Nice pitch and catch there from Hines over to Shane Jones. Just a little skinny post route, nothing too fancy. Hines able to hit him in stride there, move the chains for the Leopards. So Hines will be out of the gun again. 2 receivers to his right. Snap back, hand off to Ferg. Ferg bounces it off to the right edge. And maybe a couple on the play. Another 1:45 to play here in the third quarter. Falcons lead 38-0. So Hines will be out of the gun again. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ty Ferguson in the backfield along with him. Bad snap. Ferguson scoops it up. He's going to take it right up the gut. Nothing doing there. Might have lost a yard. As Beach once again finds himself in the backfield on top of the ball carrier. He's been back there all night alongside Strong.
Yep. Got to have good snap. That's the second bad snap on this drive.
And still got the starting center in there. That's still Bo Blankenship under center, or at center. Hines is going to be out of the gun. Ty Ferguson still in the ball game. We don't see Jake Vaughn either. Pass over to the left side, and it's going to be caught and into the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards.
And that's what we talked about coming out of halftime, and the little crossing routes across the middle and the little seam route we saw earlier.
And that's where you need to expose this Falcon defense the best you can moving forward. Stuff across the middle has been open for the most part, but Lindsey, until this drive, hadn't really wanted to expose that. Hines comes in. He's 2 for 2 with a touchdown here. So 38-6. Lindsey's going to line up and go for 2. Hines will be out of the gun. Ty Ferguson split to his left. Snap back. It's going to be a little end around there, and Millwood ain't having any of it. 2-point try is no good. 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Falcons still lead 38-6. We'll take a Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, here to L.W. Good Stadium here in Oklahoma City, just off of Martin Luther King Boulevard here on the north side of the zoo. Ty Ferguson with a high end-over-end onside kick. Ball's on the ground. It's still loose. Who's got it? And we're going to have a flag come in from this far side. Not sure what that flag is going to be about, unless they're going to try to say it didn't go 10 yards.
It definitely went 10 yards.
I still don't think Lindsey was able to get on top of it. Millwood come up with the ball. They're going to wave the flag off. Okay. Yeah, they are going to wave the flag off. So Millwood will take over here. 1st and 10. 32 seconds to play, third quarter. Leopards trail 38-6. So CJ will be out of the gun. Ricky Hunt Jr. split to his left. One-on-one matchup to the near side down here. That's going to be a handoff to Ricky Hunt. Going to bounce it off the right side and good for a gain of about, we'll call it 7. Check that. We'll call it 6. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. And Millwood doesn't have to snap it here if they don't want to. Down to 15 to play here in the third. And Millwood's just going to elect to take this one to the fourth. We'll do it with them. Down to 5 seconds. Millwood leads 38-6 headed to the fourth quarter. One more quarter coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around here. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, here to L.W. Good Stadium here in Oklahoma City, just off of Martin Luther King Boulevard here on the north side of the Oklahoma City Zoo. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter here in this second-round matchup of the Class 2A state playoffs. Leopards trail 38-6 here, 12 minutes to play. Millwood sets up 2nd and 4 here. CJ out of the gun. Little swing pass over to the near side. And pretty good pursuit there, but it's still going to be enough for a Leopard first down. As the camera nearly falls down to the top row here. So good enough for the first down. Move the chains for the Falcons. About the 45-yard line of the Leopards. Again, CJ will be out of the gun. 2 receivers to his left. Hunt split to his right. Jenkins comes in motion. Excuse me, that's not Hunt. That is Cameron Carter. Takes a big shot from Wyatt April. And Carter is a little bit woozy after that shot there. That was a straight shot to the face mask, top of the helmet there from Wyatt April. And you hope the young man's okay. A little bit shaken up. You see one of the Falcons over there letting Wyatt April know about it. I don't think it was anything malicious. It was just Wyatt April trying to make a play, but you see one of the refs over there talking to April saying, hey, keep that face mask up. No need to lower that crown. And you see he's going to walk off under his own power. So that's good news there for the Falcons. And it was. I mean, you kind of motioned to it. Obviously, we're not on camera here, but you motioned, helmet-to-helmet contact. That very seriously could have been unnecessary roughness against April. A targeting penalty could have been called. There's no laundry on the field, though.
Yeah, this near side judge should have threw the flag.
Yeah. So I think the far side ref just kind of let Coach Hembry and Offholter know, hey, reiterate to your guys, keep that face mask up. No need to lower the crown of the helmet. So it'll bring up second, and we'll call it 11 here. Ball at the 45-yard line. Millwood Falcon fans are not happy about it, though. So CJ out of the gun. It's a handoff underneath to number 10. Doolin is going to get the carry, and he's still on his feet. They're going to blow it dead, though. Progress was stopped. Chaz Doolin, 5'7", 175-pound senior, getting a good carry. So that'll bring up third down. We'll call it 3rd and 10. So Turnbull will be out of the gun. Snaps back. 3-step drop. Looking to take a deep shot. Checks down underneath. He's got number 7 there. That's Nickens. Makes one guy miss. Makes another guy miss. And a third guy miss. Still on his feet. And finally going to be bullied out of bounds over there by number 20. Looked like Register finally got him shoved out of bounds. That's a good hard little run after catch there by Nickens. He made a couple of guys miss, but was forced out of bounds short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down. The clock I thought the clock would stop, but they're going to say he was inbounds, so down to 10:05 to play. Brings up 4th and about 3. It'll be 4th and a long 3. Offense is going to stay on the field for the Falcons. Turnbull out of the gun. Tried for the hard count, didn't get it. Doolin in the backfield alongside Turnbull. Snaps back. Fake handoff. Turnbull makes one guy miss. Dunks it underneath, and Nickens drops it. Would have had enough for a first down. Little backyard football right there. That you gotta appreciate that. But incomplete pass. That's going to be a turnover on down, so Lindsay will take over. Looked like might have been a busted play, and Turnbull was just trying to make something happen. Don't know if you can hear the other announcer through our headsets here, but that's kind of what he was talking about. And
yeah, they also had 2 linemen downfield. It should have been a flag for down lineman, but it is 4th down. So
Leopards will take over as Hines will still be in at quarterback alongside Ty Ferguson in the backfield. Fakes the toss. Hines around the left edge, retreating the wrong direction and going to be mauled down by a couple of tacklers. And guess who? Big number 71, that is Strong. Carlos Strong, 6 foot, 245 pounds senior.
pretty nice size for a defensive end.
Oh, yeah. That's
2A high school football.
Good luxury to have, I guarantee you. Loss on the play there brings up, 2nd and 13. Hines will be out of the gun. 2 receivers split to his left. Padilla split to the near side here. Ty Ferguson in the backfield alongside. Snap back. Hand off to Ferg around the left edge. Nearly lost his footing, able to stay on it, though. He's out near the first down marker. Good run by Ty Ferguson right there. Keeping his footing after he lost it. Able to stay on his feet. And he's already a small running back. Goes about 5'7". As he's losing his footing, gets down even lower. Hard to see out there. So brings up 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and a long 2 here. Again, Hines out of the gun. Ferg split to his left. 2 receivers right. Snap back. Hand off to Ferg. Looking, trying to get up the hole. He makes it up. Good cut there. Nice little run by Ferg. Down to 8 minutes to play, and Leopards are going to come up short here tonight. But as you mentioned off air, I think Coach Hembry is just trying to rotate in a couple of seniors here. Hand off again to the senior Ty Ferguson. Nothing much there. Might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Strong in on the tackle again. What has he got? A dozen tackles tonight?
At least, yeah.
He's
been
been
everywhere.
all over the place, as has Beach. Hines out of the gun. 3-step drop, looking down the far side. Has a man. He's coming. He's at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards. Austin Hines has come into this ball game. He is 3 for 3 with 2 touchdowns here. So the senior Hines is going to go out on a high note. Obviously, you hate to come up short and lose this ball game here tonight, but Hines is going to leave here with at least a couple of nice touchdown passes to cap off his senior season. Register the target there. Is Register able to settle underneath the deep ball and haul it in for the score? 7:11 to play in the fourth, 38-12, as Lindsey's going to line up here and go for 2. Hines rolling to his left, looking. And deep shot over to the corner, nobody home. Not sure who that one was intended to. 2-point try, unsuccessful. 7:11 to play here in the ball game. Leopards trail 38-12. We'll take a Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, here to the good, as they call it here. Campus of Millwood High School here in Oklahoma City. 7:11 to play in this ball game. Falcons on top big, 38-12. Ty Ferguson, the senior, on to kick this one away. See if they go with the onside. Not the case. Deep over-ended kick, and fair catch is going to be called. Falcons will take over. 1st and 10. Got a couple of scores here if anybody's interested out there. Chandler on top of Frederick big, 56-14. Idabel on top of Beggs, 24-6. OCS at Washington. Washington leads that one by a score of 12-11, just starting the fourth quarter there. We'll want to keep tabs on that one this final 7 minutes to play here from Millwood. Also, you got a top 10 matchup. You got Kiefer at Vian tonight. Kiefer on top right now, 14-12, still third quarter. Kiefer, number 10 in the state with a 10-1 record. Also, Sequoia Claremore over at Eufaula. They're on top of the Ironheads by a score of 28-7, third quarter there also. So out of the gun. Snap back. It's going to be Josiah Woods on the keeper right up the gut. No relation to the Woods that played here in the late 90s, early 2000s. I had to double check that earlier. I asked one of the guys up here in the press box with us, is that Donovan's? Is it Rashawn's? Is it, not the case, no relation. Down to 5:50 to play in this one. Woods out of the gun, handoff underneath. That's Buford. Good hard run there. That'll be good enough for a Falcon first down. Move the chains. Starting to see plenty of subs by the Falcons as well. Woods will be out of the gun. 2 receivers set, 1 to each side. Millwood content on taking their time here. Leopard's going to jump off sides. So after the yardage is marked off, going to bring up 1st and 5. 4:55 and counting here in this Leopard football season, as it's going to come to an end here tonight. Leopards are going to finish with an 8-4 record overall. And yet again, a second-round exit in the playoffs, as they did last year. Went down to the Crossing Christian Knights. Buford still on his feet, dragging a couple of tacklers. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down marker. Going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's Coach Embry's inaugural season as the Leopards head coach, getting to the second round of the playoffs, picking up, pretty much where they left off. So pretty good season, opening season for Coach Embry.
Yeah, and obviously it's not the outcome that Coach Embry and his coaching staff and players was looking for. They obviously you wanted to win in advance here tonight and have that, luxury of playing on Thanksgiving weekend, but just run into a Millwood team that did. They started a little bit slow, if we're being honest. I mean, they come out a little bit sluggish, and it was really a defensive battle there early on in that first quarter, and they kind of blew it open with the 2 big plays. The big run down the far side by Hunt Jr., and then the big explosive pass play down the near sidelines here. But and you limit those 2 big plays, who knows? But that really seemed to kind of get this Millwood Falcon offense clicking, and it is since the third quarter started, it's been all Millwood. Lindsay able to get a couple on the board. Nice passing touchdowns by Austin Hines, but obviously not going to be enough here tonight.
Sometimes you just run up against a team that's a little bit bigger and a little bit faster, and that's what happened tonight.
Yeah, and as we said, Millwood comes into this one winners of 11 in a row. This is going to be 12 in a row. Their only loss coming in week 0 against Heritage Hall, a 3A school, and that's one that it's – Millwood's capable of knocking off Heritage Hall, don't get me wrong, but they come up a little bit short that night, and they have done nothing but win ball games in impressive fashion moving forward. They're all the way up to number 3 in the state right now. And this is a squad, too. Last year, they were 4-6, partner. I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs last season. A little bit of a down year. Then you go back to, I believe it was 17-18 or 16-17. I can't remember. They had back-to-back 14-0. They won 28 straight. Win on back-to-back state championships. So there's a ton of tradition up here. And this Millwood team, they're going to be a tough out moving forward the next couple of weeks in this playoffs.
Yeah, I look for them to make it pretty far if they don't win it.
Obviously, with Washington, who knows how that one's going to end up there. That's a 12-11 ball game. Washington, number 2 in the state. So you just got to wonder if their 2 paths are going to cross at some point. I don't have the bracket here in front of me. I can't remember.
Not until the championship game.
So it would be the state finals if Millwood and Washington were to meet up. So that'd be a good matchup, I'm telling you. Down to 2 minutes here. Final 2 minutes of the season here for the Leopards. Millwood faced with a third and called it about 6. Woods will be out of the gun. Sends a man in motion. Going to be a handoff underneath. Pops it outside. Buford's going to be swarmed under. Looks like Manuel Guerrero, first to arrive. That'll bring up 4th down. No gain on the play.
get it under the minute, it's 13 seconds left. 11 game. So all you're trying to do here is you might actually even call it.
So I think Coach Franklin's going to let this run down to a minute. He's going to call a timeout. He'll still have 2 in his back pocket. Not going to need them, though. We'll keep it here. Talk a little bit about this Leopard squad. As you mentioned, Coach Embry's first season at the helm here. Going to end up 8-4. Second round exit to a darn good Millwood Falcons team, as we said. Number 3 in the state. Winners of 11 in a row. Obviously going to be 12 in a row here tonight. And as you said, partner, that's the nature of the game. You're going to, at some point, you're going to run up against somebody that's a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, and that's the case here tonight. Millwood just they got speed across the board, and when I say that, I mean from the defensive linemen to your linebackers to your secondary, and then, of course, your offensive, your skill players are unbelievable for the Falcons. Quarterback, he can run around. Obviously, Ricky Hunt Jr., got him a handful of Division I schools looking at him, and you see why. His breakaway speed, when he broke that one off here to start the third quarter, made one guy miss at the line of scrimmage, and then he was into the secondary and was nobody was catching him. So yep. Millwood, they're loaded this year, and they're looking to raise a little bit of cane moving forward in the playoffs. Looks like Millwood's going to go ahead and punt this one away here.
They've only got 10 on the field, and here it comes.
Here comes the 11th.
Leopards don't have anyone back.
Snaps back. Zaire with the punt. It's going to be low, and looks like it's going to be downed inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Call it the 4. So down to the final 49 seconds of this ball game here. Lindsay's going to take over 1st and 10 deep inside their own territory. Washington has scored in the fourth quarter. Now lead by a score of 18-11 over OCS. I said Washington was number 2. Check that. They're number 1 in the state. Yeah, and Rejoice Christian was number 2. It was actually knocked out of the playoffs last week. Lost their quarterback early on in that ball game. So Rejoice Christian goes down last week, and they were a powerhouse in Class 2A all year long. So this 2A championship is up for grabs, and you got to think moving forward, it's going to come down between. I mean, you hate to look that far ahead, but Millwood and Washington look to be the cream of the crop here. As Lindsay just going to take a knee here, and partner, it's bittersweet, you moving on. You got basketball coming up here in next couple of weeks for some of these seniors, but Ty Ferguson,
that whole group's been together and playing since they were 4 or 5 years old, and it's coming to an end for them. It's going to be emotional for them. And
yeah, you hate it, but it's just they knew. At some point in time, hey, my football career, high school wise, is going to come to an end. Don't know what Ty's going to do, obviously, as he moves on. But hey, he's those seniors. Good senior year. You finish up 8-4. Obviously, not the outcome you wanted. Fully understand that. But they did. They just ran into a Millwood Falcon team here tonight they're on a crash course, a collision course. Looking to play for a state championship after a 4-6 season last year. Didn't have a good year. Obviously missed the playoffs with that kind of record, but it is what it is. You take one on the chin here tonight. You go down by a score of 38-12. Moving forward, next year seniors, Jake Vaughn, Brody Ramming. That's just off the top of my head, but Lindsay's going to build. They're going to be ready to go next year, and now it's just it's time to move on to the hardwood and get ready to play some Leopard basketball here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they always say if you lose the last game, it's basketball season. So it's basketball season for the Leopards.
Yep.
But, there's nothing really to hang your head about this year. They played good and they learned a lot. The young guys got a lot of playing time during the season, and I look for them to come back pretty strong next year, Jake.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So with all that being said, again, thank you so much to all the sponsors out there, First National Bank, Hughes Heat and Air, Tucker Roustabouts, everybody. It's because of you guys out there that we get to come up here and broadcast these games and send it back to you there on your TV sets or wherever you may be tuned in here tonight. Shoot, you might have been tuned in the, over there on the visitors bleachers across the way. But again, thank you so much for, the year, sponsoring us, helping us, allowing us to do what we love to do. But with all that being said, Leopards are going to come up short here tonight, go down by a final of 38-12. Partner, had a blast, man. Basketball season right around the corner. It'll be here, the 29th? It's the first game of the season, so it's just a few weeks away, man. We'll be on the call, or somebody's going to be on the call. I don't know if we'll work out all the logistics and all that good stuff later on. But, again, thank you so much to the sponsors and everybody that allows us to do this. Again, final from L.W. Good Stadium here in Millwood. Final score 38-12. Leopards the season comes to an end, 8-4 overall. So with all that, we're going to say goodnight on this 2022 football season. Good night, everybody.